Good morning. Welcome to geometry class. It's Tuesday, 4/28/20. Today we're going to look at spheres again. And the first thing I want to look at is called a hemisphere. And that is because it is half of a sphere. And I should have done that yesterday, and I apologize for not doing it. Formula is pretty close to the same. It's 4 pi r cubed divided by 6, and that's because that one's divided by 3, but half of that would be a sixth. And so half of a third is a sixth, and that's what I mean. And the other thing I want to say is that I noticed in most problems in the book, they just left pi in the answer, which actually makes it easier for us. So what we get here is v equals 3 is our radius. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. 4 times 27 is 108 pi divided by 6. And if you take 108 and divide it by 6, you'll get 18 pi. And then it's feet cubed. And that's your answer. That's the way they want it left. And so just leave pi right in the answer, and it makes it really simple. You just do the rest of it. Okay, so let's look at review again. Looks at the volume of a sphere. So it's 4 times pi r cubed divided by 3. Just get that memorized and make it easier for you. So 4 times 4 to the third would be 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64. And then I bring my pi in, all divided by 3. So v equals 4 times 64 would be 256 pi over 3. Now 3 won't fit into 256 evenly, so actually you can just leave it like that. That's your answer. Just put your units on, which would be inches cubed. If you can divide it, you need to try, but if you get a decimal, you can just leave it like that as a fraction, and that's considered the exact correct answer. Okay, the volume for a cone, this is kind of reviewing a little bit from our quiz a bit. So you have to know the formula would be the base, which is pi r squared. You always start with the area of the base times the height. It's a cone, and so you have to remember to divide by 3. Okay, so we would get, again, we're just going to leave pi in the answer in this one. So just so you see it, so it'd be pi times the radius is 6. 6 squared would be times 36 times height. Now the height when you're doing volume is the inside height. It's this one. This is what you'd use for the surface area. So I'm going to cross that out so I'm not confused with it. And I want to use the 10. So it would be times 10, all divided by 3. So I would get 36 times 10 is 360. And 360 divided by 3 is 120. So this would be 120 pi. And then that would be inches cubed. And I'm done. Don't forget to divide by 3. Okay, and the last one I'll look at for review is the surface area. Surface area for a sphere is 4 circles. So I just go 4 times pi r squared. That's how I remember it. It's 4 circles, because I think that's kind of wild. So again, let's just leave it an answer of pi. Just going to leave it alone in there. The radius is 20, so 20 squared would be 400. So surface area equals 4 times pi times 400. So I'd multiply the 4 and the 400 together. And so 4 times 400 is 1600. And then I would put pi, and then it's in millimeters squared. All right, and so this is just a quick review of different things. Now the last couple, these are your problems I'm giving you. 13 and 14 are finding the volume. 17 and 18 are finding the surface area like 4. 22 and 23 are finding the volume, but they're compound. They have 2 different shapes. So those are a little more challenging, but I want you to each give them a try. You might be surprised. I believe in these they gave the decimal, and so they probably put pi in their calculator when they did that. But as long as you're close to the right answer, hey, I think that's awesome. Show steps and be very neat. Colton, especially you, be very neat, please. All right, so have a great Tuesday, and thanks for watching.